What's up, people? Guns Rye from NextGenTactics, and we're gonna do some team deathmatch in Nuketown. Yes, this is the one, if you guys have been following, that I'm like, blah, 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 why did they keep doing it? Everyone wants to play it. I do not, I repeat, do not have a problem kicking ass on this board. And it's the same thing even now. I know people want to rank up fast, but you know what? That's a cheap way to play the game. You know, I see it as almost like a legitimate way of boosting by just constantly using the same board over and over again. Why not learn to play the other maps? Why not learn to actually play the game the way it's... I shouldn't say the way it's meant to be, or else you wouldn't be able to vote the same thing over and over again. But I'm glad, I'm sure damn glad as hell that they took away that, you know, constant voting for the same map. Because it makes it very hard. It's actually hard for me to get footage for the other maps, because everyone keeps voting for friggin' Firing Range or Nuketown. So anyway, in this one here, I mean, typically you're gonna get, in most cases, I mean, you're gonna have the odd good game and everything like that, and the bullshit artists are out there are gonna say, I constantly own on this game. Yes, I'm sure you do. Yes, and there's a goat that just crawled out of my ass and is eating hay, and he's purple. Anyway, when you're playing this map, you're gonna die, so just expect that you're gonna die here. I mean, I think my kill death ratio on Nuketown is usually the lowest. I die like 7 times with my MPL here, but I like, you know, as much as I say you should have an SMG on this, which is ideal. It's the ideal weapon to use in Nuketown because it's the smallest, and you need something that's gonna be able to you know, give you those quick kills, especially because there's constant people just popping up friggin' everywhere. You're always going to see them popping up. So definitely an SMG is there. And I like the MPL. There's 2 reasons why... Oh, God damn it. There's 2 reasons why I actually like the MPL. Number 1, I like the action on it. I use Warlord, Rapid Fire, and Silencer. And I just think it handles very well. The other reason why I like using it is because a lot of you guys are bitching and moaning about the AK-74U. So I typically try and stay away from the weapons that most people complain about. And it's not that I agree with you by any means. Because if you're the ones that are complaining about, oh, the AK-74 needs to be nerfed, you need to be nerfed. You need to be nerfed because you don't know how to fight against it. I don't have any problems dealing with people with an AK-74U. You're gonna die, that's reality, but you need to start playing smart and stop blaming a weapon for your demise. You know what I mean? If it's not the AK-74U, it would have been something else. When the AK-74U goes away, if they nerf that, it'll be another weapon that people are, you know, constantly using, and then you'll be bitching and moaning to Treyarch saying, oh, you need to nerf that one. Now this gun's killing me. You know what? There's always going to be a weapon that's killing you. Just get over it. It's not... I don't find it overpowered by any means. So I 100% disagree with the people that are saying that it's overpowered. Yes, people use it. It's an easy weapon to use, but it's not like it's like overpowered. It's not like this giant proton nuclear weapon with explosive tip rounds that just destroy the enemy. You know what I mean? It's an effective weapon, yes, but again, like, I don't use the AK-74U, and I typically don't have any problems taking them down. It's learning to evade. It's learning to, you know, maneuver around the maps and play a little bit smarter. I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, there's times when there are overpowered weapons. Granted, I understand that. COD 4, the M16 with red dot, incredibly, I wouldn't say overpowered, but it's probably the easiest weapon to use. It's a 1 burst kill. So if anything, you know, maybe that one should have been nerfed. World at War, it's the MP40. I mean, you didn't need stopping powers. One of the few weapons where you could use Juggernaut and the weapon alone, and you'd be able to kick some serious ass and drop people on a 1v1. That shows that it's a little bit overpowered. Modern Warfare 2, a lot of people complain about the UMP. Again, I don't agree with that one either. I don't use it. I don't use the UMP, never did. I love the Uzi. I use the Silence Uzi basically exclusively as an SMG. I never used anything else. And I never wanted to use the UMP. As a matter of fact, I didn't like it. But the problem, here's usually what the issue is. Whatever SMG comes in that seems to be half decent and you get early on, and it's like something that's released in early. People start to learn to use it, you know, a lot faster than other weapons because it's available before the other weapons. So you naturally get, if you're going through Prestige, you naturally get more exposure to that particular weapon, and therefore people get better using it. And then people are like, oh, people are always using it. Well, it's one of the only weapons available in the beginning. That's, you know, that's a stupid argument to make. Like, everybody's using it. Well, it's like whining, not that they would, because they kind of make the MP5K shit compared to what it was in COD 4. That's when I love the MP5. But anyway, if the first weapon was like, well, like the UMP, if the first weapon was the MPL, people would get used to this weapon, people would become very good at using it, and then you'd get the whiners saying, this gun needs to be nerfed. Anyway, so we're on Nuketown. As you can see, SMGs, very, very effective in this. I typically use the same strategy every single time when I'm on this, and I like to almost hover. There's the car sort of in the middle. I don't like using the other side there. I don't find there's enough cover, but that car there, and I'll do a dolphin dive. And you'll see it actually in this one here. Here, I'm using the actual G11 with the low-powered scope. Yes, my friends, the G11 with the low-powered scope, and I think I do better with this weapon than I did with... I don't know if I get that guy. It's not looking too good. You don't want to stay in one spot too long, because again, this isn't silence. I don't even know what the hell's going on here. What is... These guys are not very aggressive, so obviously this is a... Dude, get out of my way, you goof. There we go. I don't know what's going on. These guys are like super passive or something. I think it picks it up in a little bit here, obviously, or I wouldn't get the kills that I get on it. I think I go 30... Crap, I don't know, 34 and 4 or something like that in this one. So I do die 4 times, but I just find this weapon, and I guarantee you this one's going to be one that people cry about, even though they can't use it themselves. You know what I mean? They're gonna whine about this because individuals such as myself, whether you want to say try hard, this is my job, so obviously you want to say try hard. Whatever, don't bother me. Anyway, the other skilled individuals that are gonna use this weapon and gonna get very good at using the G11, you're gonna hear the general masses whining about it. But the funny thing is that even though they're whining about it, oh, it's so overpowered, most of those individuals, they'll argue that, oh, well, you know, I don't want to use it. I don't want to use a scrub weapon. No. The reality is you cannot use it. You don't know how to use it. You can't get good at it. And so it's frustrating that this seemingly powerful weapon, you know, is taking your ass down, and when you pick it up, you can't use it. So I just find it kind of funny that that's usually what happens. Akhbar. But I do like this scope. This map here especially is great for mortar strikes, for napalm, all that good stuff. And especially if you get chopper gunner or gunship, you're pretty much friggin' laughing, because this thing is so deadly small. You know, even if you get in the house, you don't stay there long, because the spawn system and your team's gonna be friggin' out there so friggin' fast. It's gonna make their head spin. I always get so close to friggin' getting my next kill streak, and then all of a sudden I die. The only thing I don't like about it, although if it wasn't like this, I bet you this weapon you'd have to nerf it. But the scope on it, how it kind of moves around and everything like that, kind of like an ACOG, which is kind of why I wish there was a red dot. And they maybe that's why they did that. Maybe they said, no way we're putting a red dot on this friggin' G11, because this thing would act, it would basically behave probably like the M16 of COD 4 with a red dot. I think we would have definite problems with this thing, because this weapon is very, very effective. So at first I was kind of disappointed that they had this scope and not the ability to put a red dot on, but then I kind of understood why. When you start using it, the fact that you actually, you know, have a slightly moving ACOG type scope on this is a compensation, because I don't know if it's a one burst kill. I don't think it is. Maybe you guys, the whiners, would tell me better. But if it is, then I think that's a good compromise. The fact that the scopes on it are not very good. I've yet to actually try it without any scope. I know a lot of you guys are saying, no, try it without any scope. But I like, with sleight of hand and the scope, I mean, I shoot from the hip anyway, and I've got a secondary, so I don't really care about, you know, doing that. But I'll try it out anyway, see what it's like. But I do like the fact that the scope, I mean, I don't mind the scope at all. I think it's actually very helpful. I don't have any problems with it. I've been using it, and I think I've been getting better and better with it. Nuketown, staying on the sides. I also like, I also like, and here's a problem too. You got mortar strikes, but the spawns change so much in this. It's so hard to actually get effective strikes all the time, only because your teammates are rushing in there all the time, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, they're spawning on the other side. Come on, man. Am I getting a Huey or anything, or dogs? Something to chew on them? I think I probably will be getting, oh, there you go. And there's the spawn. No, don't kill me. No killy. There we go. So, chopper gunner. And obviously, there's no real place to hide in this. And there's a no scope or whatever. I just find it such a friggin' amazing weapon. I really do like it. Come on, launch it. You're gonna die. I mean, usually, no matter where you go in Nuketown to launch any of this stuff, you are going to die. Because there's no real place to hide. Which is why chopper gunner and gunship are just like, I mean, look at this. This is retarded. It's just friggin' absolutely crazy. It's so easy, too, to get so many kills in this. If you're able to, and I know the problem is that I'm not saying to camp, but if you know, it kind of promotes camping, because once you get that friggin' chopper gun, and you know you're gonna unleash hell on everyone on this level there. You may have a few people in there, and if you're with a good team, and all you do is you say, they're all in the house, and all they'll do is flush them out. They start spawning on the outside, and next thing you know, it's chaos everywhere, and they whine. So, I don't know. I find the chopper gunner in this to be, like, way more effective than it was in Modern Warfare 2. So, as much as they're talking about balance, I think maybe they kind of didn't balance the kill streaks as much. They're not, I don't think they have the experience to deal with those kind of kill streaks, because I don't know if any of you guys have had, you know, dogs, gunship, or chopper gunner, but it's pretty damn easy to get, like, rack up the friggin' kills. Oh, there we go. Anyway, that's it. Nuketown, SMG, assault rifle, whatever, doesn't really matter. I always stay on the outside, preferably near that car, and then I shoot down the laneways there. The alleys beside the house, and I find that usually effective. And I am out of here. Get the latest updates and stay in touch with the NGT community with our all-new Facebook application. Check the description of the video for details.